New managing moderators. Okay, cool. Alrighty, this is PacLives. Parts unknown. Today, guys, I got going live for you. I know I haven't been going live lately, and I apologize. Thank you to those subscribers and everyone who's been so cool rocking with the channel. Before we start, I wanted to say that uh, no matter what your political preference, please be respectful. In this live stream, I'm going to try to be respectful as I can. Rest in peace to like I put in the description, all those taken too soon. Anyone out there who may, super sad, you never want to see anyone uh, taken out, on video like that. I remember when I first woke up, whenever that happened, September 10th, I guess it says, I woke up and it said that they'd said, Charlie Kirk has been, SHOT. I don't know what you can say or you can't on YouTube. It's been so long. So I'm just going to spell stuff. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. And I was like, oh man, because, and I would talk to like people and nobody knew who he was. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's not that big of a deal. Like, I knew who he was though. And, anyways, that's later on I heard he had passed and I was like freaked. I was like, wow, man, it's so sad. Anyways, we're not trying to incite or, offend anyone. Uh, if you're a left winger or a right winger, if you loved the guy or you hated the guy, you probably shouldn't watch this. You may be triggered. We're trying to come in, as a five-dimensional, uh, you know, uh, perception of a mind's eye into what we're looking at. If you can't handle that, you probably shouldn't be here because I'm going to be throwing some things out. Like I said, we're not trying to offend or hurt anyone's feelings. All due respect to everyone and anyone out there, guys. But anyways, if you don't know who Charlie Kirk is, so we don't have to keep going over it, let's look at what Googly says about the man. Charlie Kirk, rest in peace. Uh, okay. It says Charles James Kirk was an American right-wing political activist. He co-founded the conservative student organization Turning Point USA in 2012. Okay, so and then he was okay. That's kind of weird. Anyways, he passed away. Rest in peace to him. He passed away. There's a guy who, for all intents and purposes, looks like he was a former Trump. The kid who did it said he used to love Trump. I guess I don't know. Like I said, we're going to keep the politics out of it as much as we can. But I'm going to look over things on this, guys, and I wanted to make a big, proper live stream on my laptop for you guys and make it all good and add clips and stuff. So just be really in depth because I think I know what it takes to get, hundreds of thousands of views on a video. I used to could. So I was primed to do it. I was collecting assets and whatnot, and I wasn't able to do that. My laptop broke before this, Charlie Kirk thing ever happened, and other things happened that I'll get into later. If you maybe give me the respect of holding on till the end, and then I'll tell you about that at the end. But if you got a comment or anything, like I said, please be respectful. And that, but like I said, I was going to make a proper video, but certain things happened where I couldn't, so I'm just going to do it this way, where there's chapters as I'm live, and I'm going to tell you about them. I'm going to talk about them. And okay, chapter one for the Charlie Kirk incident was people not taking it seriously. And I don't know if you guys noticed it, but people, after the shots rang out, you saw, everyone saw people bum rushing the stage. Okay, people stealing, not only bum rushing the stage, but stealing hats and merch right after, just moments after the shooting. So that's very weird. That's very strange. It could have just been some really heartless people. We don't know, but it's very, strange. Another thing about the people not treating it seriously. There was a guy there who was making videos, and literally the shot had, maybe as it went down. I don't even remember seeing him. I'm not. Uh, really invested into this, guys, because I couldn't be. I'll show you why later. But anyways, during the shooting and right after it, there's a guy. He makes videos and he's smiling, and it's like Charlie Kirk is like bleeding out behind him. This dude is like in his TikTok or whatever Instagram, and he's like he's live or whatever he's doing, and he's like smiling real creepy and like waving and stuff, and like it's this is all going down. The Charlie Kirk thing is going down behind him, and everybody was like, "Why were you doing that, man? You know, did you have something to do with it?" And then this dipshit was like, "No, I was just trying." Of course, he was trying to get attention. Dude, could you let the guy bleeding to death behind you? Uh, you know what I'm saying? Show a little respect. Could you? His last moments, and you're like, selfie. You know, man, it's just sick, man. And anyways, it's very sad, but that's all chapter one. Okay, people not treating it seriously, people not taking it seriously. Okay, like it's just a big joke. Like this is just reality TV, and this is like a blood packet on him. Okay, I saw it. I've seen people pass away in real life. This was not some kind of uh, joke. This was okay. That would be chapter one, guys, and that definitely would go on for longer than 5 minutes. We would break down theories on why the guy was making videos smiling and waving in the camera in the first place. Who gets who? You know what I'm saying? You get clout off that, do you, fella? We're going to talk about the guys who were stealing the hats and running down and stealing the merch. Okay, like stealing those red Trump hats. This is right after he's sitting there bleeding out. These guys did that, and then yeah, they bum rushed the stage. Uh, okay, so that was chapter one. Okay, chapter two of this is who benefited from it. All right, this whole thing's going down. People are dropping like flies. And that's the saddest thing, is like I told you, you'd be triggered if you're a certain political belief, okay? Because I'm not trying to blame nobody or, I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody. But the truth is, who has benefited from it the most? Erica Kirk, okay? Donald Trump's wife. Donald Trump's wife. Charlie Kirk's wife, okay? Who else? Donald Trump. He's benefited, almost as much as she has, maybe more than her. Who else? Republicans in general, okay? They're using this, and it's sad, man. They're using this as some kind of political thing when this poor guy got, taken out in the middle. And then, like I said, it'd be different if everything was, all good, all gravy. It wasn't, dude. There's people running up on stage, stealing his merch, laughing and joking as he's being bleeding out. So for all these people to take it, to completely politicize it and weaponize it right after it happens, oh man, it's so sad. And that's why people like me and others, you're never gonna join politics, because that's the stuff they do, man. That's the stuff they. If you become known in politics, they'll use your. Anyways, okay, and that would be all about that, uh, the whole chapter about who benefited the most, and we're not blaming anybody, but the truth is, follow the money. Who did benefit? You know what I'm saying? So that's all that would be about. Okay, moving on. Chapter three would have been, if you don't know, and I have screenshots of this all over the place. This is where I think it started getting kind of heavy, and. Anyways, chapter three is a book called The Charlie Kirk Shooting, appeared on Amazon for sale a day before the incident actually happened. Okay? Now I went and looked it up. I found screenshots of it, and you don't never know who's compromised and who's not, but it looks like Snopes or whatever that is, completely compromised, guys, because I went to look at it to see whether it was valid or not. A lot of people had admitted that no, it was there. It was on sale. This book, nobody knows who's the writer of it. But anyways, I took screenshots of this book, this page. It was for sale. I think it's back up for sale, or it went back up for sale or something. I don't know, but it was called the Charlie Kirk. We won't say it again. Incident thing, and so I was gathering all these assets, guys. Chapter three, like I said, would have been nothing but me showing you guys screenshots of this. Let me see if I got that. I don't think I have that on here. Yeah, I don't have it on here. But anyways, it would have been me showing you guys screenshots and all that stuff. But I wasn't able to do that for whatever reason. And so, anyways, very interesting and it's very sad, you guys. There's another bunch of different chapters that would have been in it. I was going to do a chapter called, Candace Owens. We talk about her perspective, her theories. And the thing with Candace Owens is anyone who's taken seriously probably doesn't take Candace Owens seriously because she's not reputable in any way, shape, or form. Uh, and we will see when how she's how cocky Candace Owens is when the old Macrons get done with her. So, anyways, we're gonna have these chapters with definitely showing you guys what I feel is evidence of sorts. Whatnot. You be the judge, just like in every video. But so long story short, I go the day I'm gonna go make this video, the Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna call this video the Charlie Kirk incident. And we're gonna look at all this stuff, okay, in the video, and I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think? Showing the people bum rushing the stage, the people stealing his merch, asking you guys who benefited from it, showing you guys screenshots of this Charlie Kirk shooting book that appeared on Amazon the day before it. All this stuff I was going to show you, and then I go to my computer in the my den, living room, whatever, kitchen, whatever. I think it's a den. I don't know what it's called, but I go in there with my assets on a memory unit, and I go plug it into my computer, guys, and it will not recognize this, okay? And it will not let me for the life of me, okay? And before I moved over to this new place that I'm living at now, I never had to worry about my electronics. Like, I don't know what it was. I was living in low income housing, poorest of the poor, in the ghetto, if you will, but never had no problems, like that. So I come over here and I'm living in a better neighborhood now, and anyways, I don't know what the deal is, but my things will not the assets I'm trying to upload off of this memory card will not upload, and I think that's strange, and I'm like freaking out because never happened before, like I told you, and I'm trying to make this video about the Charlie Kirk incident for you guys, and I'm trying to be in the middle, and like I said, if you're one way or the other, you hate him or love him, you're probably not gonna like this video because I'm not, I'm trying to show respect for a human here, not trying to politicize it and make no cheap points like Donald Trump and everyone else out there who did that, which is sad. But anyways, the video, the sorry I'm being long-winded, but the assets will not show up, pop up. They won't transfer over up to my desktop computer, which is it's an older computer, right? But it usually back in the day when I used to use it, I never had it plugged up to the internet. But when I moved to this new house, I added an extra internet an extra line. What are those Ethernet cords? So I plugged that computer up to the internet, and it was ever since it was like updating on its own and doing weird shit, and it's an old computer, and it's like a Dell or something. I was just like, what the fuck. Anyways, this stupid computer won't let me upload my. So I've got, all right. I think I still have it on my wherever. I got some of it on my phone. I got some of it on another memory unit, and it will not let me upload to my computer to make this video. So that's like, okay, that's weird. And then that night, the very night that I'm about to, like I said, I keep trying. I tried this shit 20, 30 times, 50 times. I plugged my memory units into the computer. It wouldn't recognize it. Okay, with my stuff about the Charlie Kirk. So, anyways, I'm going to chill. I'm like, okay, I'm done for that for now. I'm sick and tired of it not working. And I come back here and I get a text message on my phone from some number I've never seen before, and it ain't from no Oklahoma. I'm in Oklahoma. If you don't know, I probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm in Oklahoma, and it ain't no Oklahoma number. I get some number from some unknown number on my phone, and it has 18 other phone numbers attached to it. And here I wrote it down. It says it was some weird number, and it had 18 other phone numbers attached, and it was a text message, and all it said was stop. And because I was taking a rest, and I was going to go back and try it another 20 or 30 times to upload the assets about the video. Anyways, whoever texted me that really freaked me out. Even if it didn't have anything to do with what I was going through, it freaked me out. Because, like I said, it was just a random text message that said, stop. And it had 18 other people tagged in it. And it felt like some Illuminati shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, I was like, what the fuck? Why would you put 18 other numbers in there, like, to show them that you did it to me? And I was just like, And so that's why, after that, guys, I was like, okay, obviously, maybe I'm tripping, but I think something doesn't want me to make this Charlie Kirk video, and get 100,000 views again. Like you guys seen it, my uploads. We can do it. Don't think I can't. Don't you think I can't, man? But I was, gonna make my best try, make a video for you guys, and it wouldn't let me do it. So I'm like, okay, man. I got a video I was gonna make, and it's really cool. I thought about Kanye West. If you guys don't know, there's a somebody took multiple videos. There's a couple homeless guys that look just like Kanye West. It might be the same dude, but one dude, there's a sweetheart. He's just a sweetheart guy, but he looks just like Kanye West. And he's a homeless guy in like the parking lot of somewhere. And he's like offering to some dude who's filming. He's like, yeah, man, you can have some of this food if you want. Like being real nice to him. He's just being a sweetheart. And then it's like, man, how come that? Is that the real? Someone said that. Is that the real Kanye? Look at this guy. He's homeless and they're eating out of a trash can, but excuse me, this guy who looks like Kanye West, but he's still so nice and sweet, and maybe the guy who's only worried about money, it's a like what do they call those? You know what I'm saying, dude? He's an imposter. Anyways, the guy who's only cares about money. Anyways, there's another dude who man, he looks just like Kanye, but he's got like a big, just like one piece of hair just sticking out, and the rest is like shaved off or something. And he's sitting on a bench out in a park somewhere, and he's froze, you guys, and he looks exactly like Kanye West. But you can tell he's homeless. This guy's clothes, like his clothes are all just shabby and ish. So, but the dude's froze, and he's like this. He's just like froze, dog. And there's a dude that goes up to him and goes, "Oh my God, is that you, Kanye?" And the dude doesn't react. He's like froze, like catatonic or some shit. And the dude was like what, rubbing his hand in front of his face and shit. And he's like, "Kanye, I just want you to know, I love you, man. You're the best in that, blah blah blah, all this and that." And to the homeless guy who looks like that. And anyways, I was gonna make a video showing you guys that video about Kanye and saying, OMG, what happened, you guys? Is this the real Kanye? Because, no matter what, like he was like growing up in my day, he was the biggest artist there was out there. So even though I don't really care for Kanye West that much, like as personally, you still have to follow him, I think, because he was so big to our generation. I thought, right? So, anyways, and he stole a song from me, I think, allegedly. But anyways. I went to try to upload those files, and again, that computer will not recognize it, so I just think that's effed. I'm just effed in the A on that, guys. Like, my computer, just whenever I plug it in, I try to upload files to make videos now, something happened. Somebody EMT'd me or something. I don't know what happened. Maybe when I plugged it into the internet, it downloaded something, but after it wouldn't recognize my memory unit no more on my phone, that computer, I unplugged it from the internet, and I'm probably gonna like just throw it away or something. Just get a whole nother computer, and start over because it just felt like something weird things were happening. But so that's what it was gonna be, guys. Let me know what you think, and that was just my opinion. Rest in peace to him. He had kids and stuff. So that's super sad. But also, besides the Candace Owens thing, I was going to add to it. There's also there's a bullet video. If you guys haven't heard about the Charlie Kirk thing, there's a bullet video that went viral, and it was like right after Charlie Kirk had been shot in the neck. And anyways, I saw the video. I slowed it down. I analyzed it, and there's the videos. The guy's claiming the video's coming from this. The bullet's coming from this way. It's not. Okay, I slowed it down. It's not. Okay, it's coming from this way. And yeah, so do with that what you will. But anyways, rest in peace to that fella. He was obviously, when you mess with world politics, it's very scary. There's a guy in politics now. You may not know or believe me, but he's a ruthless killer, and he doesn't care about me or you or anyone else, and he's in power on one of the most powerful countries in the world, but I can't say his name. You do the math, and he's trying to come after people like me who, up for free speech and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, guys, go Lions. I love you guys. Thank you for bearing with me, bearing witness. Hit that like, and I'll come back. Yeah, and help me buy a new computer. Go hit me up on Patreon or Cash App or PayPal or something. And we still got the wall. I just haven't updated it. It's just a wall of everybody who's donated. So I want to thank you guys who've done. So many people have donated thousands of dollars to the channel. I love you guys. Uh, and this is why we go live and why I came live tonight. I hope you're doing okay. And I hope my face isn't too fat. So I'll see y'all later. We'll come live soon. I was trying to go live for 30 minutes, but I really I don't know what else to say. Hopefully you can hear me. Sometimes I put my hand over the mic. So, all right, guys. I'll see you later. I'm just here chilling. I'm just in my room. Yeah. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. What we're doing real quick before I head out. Okay. And then that's what the whole stream was about. Hey, what up, number one? Ara, how you doing, man? So rest in peace to that fella. It's really sad that what happened. Like I told you when I found out about it, they just told me he had got popped. And they're like, no, he passed away. And I was like, oh man. And then I saw the video. It's sad, man. You ever go to TikTok? Did anybody ever go to TikTok just to watch the hardcore video, the hardcore version of everything? Because I went to TikTok and I was looking for it. Just I wasn't like looking for it, but I was wondering if anybody had any video of Mr. Kirk, the incident. And man, it was terrible. Yeah, everybody were posting. We're posting. Okay, now I took my live. Way to go, bro. Add videos of it. It was very sad. So sad. All right, guys. Should I share this? Yeah, let me go share this. I'll see you later, guys. Yeah, and then I had I don't know if she's my relation. I guess she's my relation. I'm gonna put new live. R.I.P. guys. R.I.P. Anyways, I knew had a in-law. Dang, someone posted a big giant long paragraph. Okay, anyways, guys. I was talking about something. I'm going to go delete a bunch of people off of Facebook, so I don't get on there much. So I only have people on there that I like. Either I really like you a lot or I like trust you or something. So, and one time I had like almost 1,000 friends on there, and you'd post something and only my inner circle would even like acknowledge it or like it or nothing, anything. So I would get mad and I went on there and I deleted a bunch of people off of there, and yeah. So anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you later. But anyways, I was going to tell you guys before I go about my relation on Facebook. She was, it was like the day of or the day after Mr. Kirk got passed away from that, I had a relation go. She's not very bright. She went on on live stream or on her Facebook page and shared a post about Charlie Kirk, passing. Someone put like "Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk," and she shared it. And she goes, "I know what that's like for getting persecuted for what you say." And I was like, man, that's how disrespectful like that side is. I think I'm not gonna say which side she was. Hey, what up, Matt? But that's how disrespectful their side is. Is this person just not even in the ground? They haven't even dug their, they just the body's not even cold yet. And you got people on the social media comparing having their little shitty day to this guy who just got unalived in front of us, And it's like, dude, let him rest. You know what I'm saying? Show some respect, dude. Let him rest. Hey, what up, beautiful Nat? Oh, you're a sweetheart. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Oh, that's awesome. Nat says, hope you're doing okay, Puck. I had a little boy August the 19th. God is good. Yeah, he is. You're a sweetheart. I'm 39 years old. Don't know what I was thinking, but it's a blessing. Hope all's well. Nah, you're ready for a kid. Yeah, that's awesome, Matt. Good for you. Good for you, boo. Yeah, it's hard to do it when you're early, but I had a chick who was wanting to have a kid a couple years ago, and I didn't jump. Like I love kids. I love having kids and everything, but for some whatever reason at the time, I just didn't jump on it like I should have, And so she left, But it's whatever. I wish I could have, I'm down. So now I'm trying to have a couple more kids, just to make that, not to make, anyone else, but just to make that feeling go away. That like, because I can commit, dude. You just got to commit to me. And there's a lot of chicks out here, just like with Nat. Nat knows there's probably a lot of dudes out there who aren't, they're not about ish. There's chicks and dudes, not about ish. So you really got to be careful who you get with, because that's the downfall of many great people. Is a terrible partner. Nat. So, all right, I love you, and hit that like Nat. Everybody out there, Raymond Flores. I love you guys, and rest in peace to that fella. Definitely don't compare your bad day to this guy. Nat and Raymond. I think that's the first thing we can all agree on, huh? That's just Oh, I was so upset. I didn't. My another family member showed it to me. He was like, "Did you see what so and so posted on Facebook?" And I was like, And they showed me, and she was like, "Oh, I know." And you get persecuted for what you say, and it was like a post of shit. And Charlie Kirk. Oh, how terrible! How heartless could you be, huh, Nat and Raymond? We don't play that. Sad. If you're watching, lady who did that is on my family. Not cool, man. All right, but you guys wouldn't do that, huh? You guys are classy. PacLives Army is classy. All right, guys, we're gonna go live on the TikTok and the UTizzle. So I was trying to go for 30 minutes, so it says 28 minutes. I think we're about there, Nat. You're a sweetheart. I appreciate you. But let me know what you think. It feels like something didn't want me to upload and make my video about this whole thing, and I just wanted to vent with you guys and let everybody know. People think I'm being lazy or I gave up on the channel or stuff, but you guys know better than that. Things happen. People are coming at me in the channel, and they're not happy with us. When things are going good for me, they're not happy with their life and their whatever. It's not going good for them, in other words. So they're gonna come at me all as hard as they can. And F that, bro. We're gonna keep going, Nat. I love you, but anyways, I'll get my laptop fixed, and we're gonna go live again like we used to. And I'm going my suite, but I'm just in my room. So, dang, my trash can. I'm sorry, Nat. That was my trash can. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm kind of fat. You notice I'm a little chubby. I love you, Nat. See you later, Ray. Good night, guys. All right. Thank you for being here.